We'd like to thank Mrs. Canberra from CB Cares for awarding Kutz Elementary School with an Innovation Learning Grant. This gracious grant allowed us the opportunity to collaborate with incredible figures in our community to produce a birthday video. Happy birthday, Doylestown Township.
Happy 200th birthday, Doylestown Township. I'm Julia D, and our cover story today is about how people in our community play, learn, and live. Take a journey with Kutz students and our good friends over at CB Cares as we explore our beloved town.
Please tell us your name and connection to Doylestown Township.
Marika, hi, I'm Barbara Lyons. I chair the Board of Supervisors in Doylestown Township, and the Board of Supervisors is your local government. In fact, we're sitting right now in Doylestown Township. Kutz Elementary is the only school in our township.
What does it mean to celebrate 200 years of playing, learning, and living in Doylestown Township?
Well, I wish I could say I've been around for 200 years, but I haven't been. I feel like I've been around for 200 years. About 25 years ago, I got involved in local government in Doylestown Township because my 3 children were all students here. They were 6 and 3 and 1, all students at the same time at Kutz Elementary. And someone in local government asked me if I would help with their parks and recreation. We believe in Doylestown Township that if you have a lot of parks and you provide opportunities to play, then students will grow and thrive and be better, healthier adults. So that's our philosophy. So we encourage play, and we obviously encourage learning because we have one of the finest elementary schools that's right here.
During the early 1800s, Bridgepoint was a thriving manufacturing center along the original road from Philadelphia to Easton, now called Route 611. The Willow Grove Trolley also followed this route, bringing businessmen and visitors alike to the Doylestown area. Largely through the efforts of Dr. Samuel Moore, the village operated a woolen factory and sawmill, refurbished old grist and oil mills, and established a school. A brief history of time in Doylestown Township. He served as 5th Director of the United States Mint from July 1824 to July 1835 and authored its rules and regulations.
Central Park in Doylestown Township is the perfect place for families. The 108-acre park includes 2 picnic pavilions, an amphitheater where the community can enjoy free outdoor concerts and events, more than a mile of trails, a kids' castle, and a 21-station health check, and much, much more. Many individuals and groups, as well as local elementary schools, benefit from the resources available at the environmental education area, also located in Central Park. Walk the trails and keep an eye out for beautiful birds and sunbathing turtles.
Can you please tell us your name and your connection to Doylestown Township?
My name is Kathy Brown. I'm a resident of Doylestown Township. I've lived here for over 20 years, and I am a member of the Doylestown Township Park and Rec Board and the Dog Park Advisory Board.
What is one thing you would want everyone to know about Doylestown Township?
That we have something to offer everyone. I think that's the thing I would like everyone to know, is there's something out there for you. Whether you're an outdoor person, an art person, a history person, Doylestown Township has something for you to do.
The Fonthill Castle was home to Henry Mercer. He lived there from 1856 to 1930. It was built in 1908 to 1912. The castle took 4 years to build. When Henry Mercer died in 1930, his house served as a museum for his Moravian tiles. When he died, he gave his Fonthill rights to his housekeeper and her husband. The castle has many tiles all around it. When the housekeeper died, the trustees of the Mercer Fonthill Museum was determined to operate Fonthill. They operated it as a historic house museum. They contracted with the Bucks County Historical Society to provide professional care and management. From 1976 to the present, Fonthill has evolved into a unique professional museum that provides a full range of museum programs related to Mercer and his collections. The Society has maintained a strong commitment to the preservation and conservation of the building and its collections. Fonthill is a National Historic Landmark, and the site is accredited by the American Alliance of Museums.
Could you please tell us your name and connection to Doylestown Township?
My name is Stephen White. I was the Chief of Police for 25 years, from 1987 to 2012, and I served with the Police Department from 1974 to 2012.
Can you please give us 3 words to describe how you feel about our township?
Absolutely awesome place. The municipality has always been very generous with all of their time and efforts to make Doylestown Township a better place, no matter whether it was with the schools or the community or law enforcement, but absolutely awesome place is fantastic. I spent most of my life here, 38 plus years, so it was really wonderful to be here.
Because it's sort of neat, like the holes are still in this floor from where this desks were screwed down, and there's a little hole over there where the bell rope went straight up, and because everything is the way it was always original wainscoting. The steps were always like that. It was a one-room schoolhouse, but you can see where it was a podium for the teacher, that you can see it on the boards. And people pop in here. I mean, they have during the last 25 years and things like, oh, I used to go to school here, and then I would say what was different, and they'd say something like, well, the coat closet was over here in that corner, and I'd say, oh, was it? Kutz had 4 rooms, 4 classrooms, and then there was fields outside, just simply fields. There was a baseball court, and there was a jump rope, and there were swings. But what everybody liked to do, and this is so ridiculous, so childlike, the boys and girls would try to take possession of a corner in the corner of a school. So the boys would rush out at recess time, get in the corner. The girls would rush in, pull them, grab them, try to get the corner, and that was the very favorite game.
Can you please tell us your name and your connection to Doylestown Township?
Sure. My name is Lynn Goldman. I live at 860 Pebble Hill Road. I have been involved with the township activity of the bike hike for 25 years since its origination. I'm an original member. I'm the original chairman, and they haven't been able to get rid of me yet. So I'm planning on lots more trails. The bike hike trail where I'm chairman started at Kutz. So that without the beginning of Kutz, which at this point was 25 years ago, so the students that were your age that helped us get this started are probably actually adults now using the trails for work. But it was at Kutz that we got the first students that became involved and helped us generate interest in the community to get it started.
Can you give us 3 words that describe how you feel about our township?
I can say it's full of heart, it's full of friends, and it's full of history.
Audie Mansion began its history as a popular private residence. William Mercer built the mansion in 1927 with his wife Martha. For a while, Audie Mansion was full of life, but in the early 1980s, it became abandoned. The Heritage Conservancy was told to repair the mansion. After years of work, the Conservancy repaired the mansion. During the rebuild, they found 70 works of art and molds. After the rebuild, the mansion is a beautiful and a historic landmark of Bucks County, community gathering space and home to the Heritage Conservancy.
Can you please tell us your name and your connection to Doylestown Township?
Yes, my name is Jeff Marshall, and I am the president of Heritage Conservancy, which is an organization dedicated to preserving open spaces and historic places, and our headquarters are here in Doylestown.
Can you give us 3 words that describe how you feel about our township?
Lucky to be here is cheating, isn't it? I think the 3 words are, history, passion and future. That we're passionate about the past, we're passionate about the future, and we're all excited to make Doylestown continue to be a special place. Special places don't stay special without a lot of help, and that we all have to care about the places we live, go to school, or recreate, or want to be.
Moravian Pottery and Tile Works is a factory and museum that makes Moravian pottery and tiles. The founder, Henry Chapman Mercer, created it in 1898, but it's still making tiles today in the same way. They get their own clay and hand make it into tiles. The only change between now and then is that now it's open to visitors and it gives tours. Tileworks is an important part of the Doylestown Township's history because it can teach about the past in a fun way. In fact, most of the tiles that Tileworks produces have historic symbols on them.
Good morning, Dr. Kopicki. Thank you for coming out to Kutz today to talk to us.
Well, Marika, thank you for having me, and please call me John.
John, from your experience as the superintendent of Central Bucks School District, what is one thing that you would like to tell us about Doylestown Township?
I think Doylestown Township is a special place with special people that are very focused on making sure that we continue to have a very strong community, a very vibrant community. And I think Doylestown Township is very invested in the future, and what I mean by that is that they're very invested in our students and our children, and making sure that we provide as many opportunities as we can for them, and most importantly, set a good example for them to follow, so that they themselves will continue to become leaders, and in turn invest themselves back into our community and continue the excellence that is here. So that's kind of the unique perspective I have on it.
The beautiful Highland Farm is over 260 years old. When it was first built in the 1740s, the house stood tall over more than 40 acres of rolling farmland. It was named Evergreen Farm and included a main house and a smokehouse. At that time, Bucks County was one of the only commerce resided in agriculture, and the land was deeded out by William Penn. The first owners were successful farmers who worked the land. By 1840, the original house had been replaced with the current structure, an impressive 3-story mansion. The smokehouse is now connected to the main house, and the barn and carriage barn were also added to the grounds.
Can you please tell us your name and connection to Doylestown Township?
Sure. My name is Ted Feldstein, and I've lived in Doylestown Township my entire life. I'll be 63 in August. The only years I wasn't in Doylestown Township was when I was in college. I grew up at what is now Delaware Valley University, where my dad was president. But I'm happy to be back here at Kutz because this is where I went to elementary school. And actually, when I was in first grade, the school was still called Doylestown Township Elementary School. But then it was renamed Paul W. Kutz after Mr. Kutz, who was our principal, and then it retired.
Delaware Valley College began life as a national farm school, founded in 1896 to teach young Philadelphia men the science of agriculture. The school quickly expanded its enrollment so that all could benefit from its instruction. They purchased 100 acres of farmland for the university. The funding for the school came from Russia. It used to be called National Farm School, but now it is called Delaware Valley University, or DelVal.
Can you please tell us your name and your connection to Doylestown Township?
I'm Jim Brexler. I'm President and CEO of Doylestown Health and Doylestown Hospital, and we are the health system of the Doylestown Township area.
What does it mean to celebrate 200 years of playing, learning, and living in Doylestown Township?
Oh, it is amazing that the Doylestown Township has been around for 200 years, and it's exciting to know that we're celebrating that moment. Doylestown Hospital has been around for 95 of those 200 years, and so we've been providing health care for this community and for this township for a long time. And it's meant just an incredible opportunity for people who live in the township to enjoy quality health care and to live a great life. It is the best place to raise a family. It is wonderful between the parks and the bike trails and the access to so many wonderful and beautiful things of the arts. It is just a family-friendly place that I would want everyone to want to raise their kids and their families right here in the township.
We hope you enjoyed playing, learning, and living in Doylestown Township. Now sit back and relax and listen to the sounds of Neshaminy Creek.